Brilliant.
Thanks very much, Iona.
Thank you.
Right, now, of course, while the world returns to normality after years of COVID lockdowns and all the limits that we've had on our lives, for one family in the Highlands, things have been very different indeed. Twins Olivia and Oren have been in self-isolation for 2 years and only emerged properly for the first time this week.
The twins have a rare degenerative condition called Pompe disease, which causes respiratory problems and leaves them vulnerable to infections like COVID-19. But the time has now come to venture back out, and they've been making some very special plans, as Olivia told The Nine with the help of her special speech software.
What did you want to say?
I am excited to see my Nana Ireland and go to the toy shop. I am going to have lots of fun.
Coronavirus isn't going to change anytime in the future, and we've reached a point where you have to take a certain amount of risk and just carry on with life in the safest way possible. The twins have had both vaccines, so the big excitement for us is that after 2 years we've booked to go see family in Ireland. We're going over to my mum's. The general consensus amongst ourselves and the medical teams was until they had been vaccinated, there was no way of knowing that they could be safe.
Olivia took really unwell, and to this day we're still not 100% sure what happened. That was the scariest moment in lockdown, because normally it's scary enough going to hospital, but because we had to split up, which we never do, even in medical circumstances, I had to watch Stephen take my little girl out of this garden in a really bad way, put in a helicopter, not hear from them for a good few hours, because obviously they were dealing with Olivia. And I'm going to be honest and say that when she went out that gate, I wasn't sure I was going to have another conversation with her after that. That was really tough. Tougher than it would have been in normal times.
As the lockdowns continued, the news didn't get any better. The infection rates went through the roof, deaths went through the roof, especially in more vulnerable people.
But we really don't have too much time to sit about with medical things changing and Olivia and Oren's circumstances changes on a day-to-day basis, shall we say. For 2 years, we've been trying to take Olivia, 3 years now, to the West End, and Oren's been desperate to go to Legoland, so we've managed to get Olivia tickets to see Frozen. And Oren's desperate to go to Legoland, so we're going to do all these things right up until the summer, because we never know when we're going to get locked back down or when healths are going to turn in certain ways. So we have been stuck here for 2 years. We're not going to waste a second of this. We're going to get out there and we are going to do what we can and as much as we can in the time we've got to do it.
What a brilliant family.
Yeah, and I hope they get to Frozen, and I hope they get to Legoland.
It's just a reminder, though, of all the sacrifices that so many people
had to make.
in particular that family.
Absolutely, and I hope they have a fab time when they get out and about.